Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is September 2022, so naturally we're taking a look back at what happened in August 2022 in real estate in Ottawa. As always, if you could please hit that like button, it helps with the algorithm, and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of the new real estate videos that are coming out. And if there's somebody who you think might benefit from seeing this information or having this content, feel free to share it with them. So without further ado, we'll just jump right in. Month of August 2022, we sold a total of 1,137 properties, a decrease of 27.3%, but the average price has gone up year over year by 4.8%. On the inventory side, we've got a lot more than we had in 2021, but we've got actually a slight decrease from a peak in July 2022. Interesting to note there. We're sitting on 2.7 months of inventory, so it is still a seller's market until we hit 4 months of inventory, just not obviously as strong as it was when we had 2 weeks of inventory earlier this year. Year to date combined, we're sitting at a total of 11,817 sales versus last year. You can see it's a decrease of 19.6% less houses sold, but the average price has gone up by just shy of 10%. So overall, the average price of a home and condo only went down by $10,000 month over month. Before that, we had $45K the month before, $30K the month before that, and $20K the month before that. So we've seen average prices decline, both residential and condo, by about $105,000 from a peak earlier this year in March. These rate announcements might have a compounding effect, further decreasing the prices. We don't really know what's going to happen, but we're now at a similar sort of price point, as we were last year, as you can see, based on the average growth rates not being as high as they were earlier this year. When we break it down onto the residential side, you can see the total number of sales of 850, a decrease of 27.3. But again, the average price still going up by 5%. The inventory, very similar, tracking along the same lines, where we do have less houses for sale than we did last month, but we've got 64% more than we did last year. On the inventory side, we're sitting at just under 3 months worth of inventory, so still is a seller's market, just obviously same, not as much as it was before. On the year-to-date numbers, okay, we're looking at a decrease of residential sales by 20.5% in the first 2/3 of 2022, but the average residential price has gone up by 10.2%. And we've seen the price points dropping sort of month over month, and you can see 24,000 from March to April, 25,000 April to May, 30,000 May to June, June to July was 56 loss, but July to August was only $10,000. So, a $10,000 drop obviously is not great, but the fact that the number wasn't as big might sort of indicate that we're potentially hitting a trough after a drop of about $150,000 in terms of average prices over the 5-month period. Sellers are going to come to grips with the fact that, hey, if I'm not getting this money for my house, I don't want to sell it. And they might find a different way to do it. And the people who are going to be selling are the people who have to sell, and the people who are going to be sitting on the market are the people who don't have to sell and have an indication of what price they need for their house. Of course, on the condo side, it's a little bit different. In the month of August, we sold a total of 287 properties, so a decrease of 27.5% from 2021. But the average price, again, has gone up by 3.7%. So a slight increase on the average price, but a decrease in the number of sales. The inventory, again, we do have more inventory, not a drastic increase as we saw on the residential side, but we do have an increase of more condos available in 2022 than we had in 2021. But still that same trend where the number of condos available in August 2022 was less than it was in July. So stuff might be starting to round a corner a little bit. We have 2.2 months of inventory. On the residential side, remember, it was just less than 3, so this is just over 2. So, the condo market isn't seeming to be hit as bad as the residential market. Overall, year to date on the condo side, we're looking at 2,969 in terms of number of sales, a decrease of 17.0%. And you can see the average price, however, is up by 8.8%. So year over year, the average price is still up. And again, year to date, that average price being up is really being driven by the strong start to the year. Okay, the recent rate hike obviously might have more of an effect on the condo market than it's felt so far. But I think what's helping the condo market is people who wanted to buy a residential home who couldn't afford it anymore are now stuck, moving into a condo instead of into a residential. So if you'd like some more information about how all of this applies to you, whether you're buying, whether you're selling or investing in real estate, As always, you can click the link in the Calendly link below and schedule a one-on-one appointment with me or an agent on the team. And if you have any other questions, feel free, as always, to reach out. The phone number 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.